Hi, Gemini. I hope that you guys are doing well. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Violetta Alexis, and I've been a tarot reader for 5 years. If you are not new here, then welcome back. Obviously, I am happy to have you. So today we're going to go ahead and see why you are the I almost said the forgettable. Oh God, the unforgettable X. Let's go ahead and see. Why is Gemini the unforgettable X? Ooh, I feel like you had a mouth on you. I don't know why the air signs are kind of getting it today, but you had a mouth on you, or you have a mouth on you. I think that you and this person have had some pretty like ball out fights, and like we all want to be remembered for, being wonderful and perfect and sexy and da da da. And I'm not saying that you're not with this. Ooh, okay. This is like imagine Judge Judy intoxicated and pissed off. Like that's kind of so, I mean, and Geminis, I mean, you guys can have sharp tongues. So can Libras, I find. Just air signs in general. But I feel like this person remembers you for having a sharp tongue and feeling like I'm almost getting a justification. Like this person feels like whatever you said, you stood on business and you felt like what you said was justified. Okay. And this person looks at you like you are sexy. The Nine of Pentacles is a very good looking good, feeling good, smelling good kind of person. Somebody who doesn't need anybody, maybe wants somebody, right? The Nine of Pentacles is open to the Ten of Pentacles, which is like coming together, right? And building something with another. But the Nine of Pentacles is like, yeah, that would be cool to have that, but I don't need it. Nine of Pentacles. And I feel like that probably drove this person fucking crazy. Maybe they wanted to be needed, but they just kind of looked at you like, maybe a lot of you didn't need a lot of communication, or maybe you would just kind of go ghost a little bit and be like, yeah, I'm just kind of doing my own thing. And regardless of what people say, that's attractive to people. The Ace of Wands reversed. It's almost like this person felt like didn't really show up, or for some reason I'm getting that they felt you weren't really into them. I don't know if this is like the devil and the three of swords. I feel like it really hurt this person. It's almost like you were just completely unbothered. Like, okay, yeah, that's great. Okay, now I heard Venus and Gemini. The Queen of Cups. I guess you didn't have them fooled for too long, though. I wonder if they feel like that was a cover. Because it's like you look at this, right? Let me show you these cards. So you look at this and you see the Queen of Swords reversed, right? She's like, yeah, don't talk to me or I'm going to F you up, right? Or she says some harsh things and then she's like, doesn't have a care about it in the world with that Nine of Pentacles, very independent, doesn't really need anybody, right? And then it's like you have the Ace of Wands reverse. It's like you were unaffected by it, or, this person maybe felt like you kind of blew them off a lot, or maybe you delayed a lot of conversation, or something like that. Like, but then that Queen of Cups to show up is very telling. Because this person feels like maybe you acted that way on the surface because you were wounded, but inside this person feels like you're incredibly feminine and highly sensitive, not in a bad way. I think this person feels like when it does get to that place, or it does get to that bad place or whatever, it's because you get in your head too much and then you don't know how to really control your emotions. And then you just kind of isolate, or you just go do your own thing, go to the spa, right? Put your phone on do not disturb, who knows? But this person does feel like you don't need anybody. And I think that's attractive to people when you're not clingy like that. Although it's kind of like and don't laugh, okay? Or you can. But my I was just talking to my friend today, and I was talking about how my cat likes this food that's like crunchy on the outside and gooey on the inside, and that's kind of what I'm getting with you. Okay. Not calling you cat food, but like it's like this person could not get unstuck from you or from this. Like they just had such a hard time letting this go completely. And the feelings, or the love between the two of you was absolutely mutual. I do want to know about that Queen of Swords reverse though. Why is she there? Why does that make this person Three of Swords? This person feels like you're deeply wounded. Like, I don't know if you get deeply wounded over things and then you like kind of let off and you flip out, or you say things maybe that you don't necessarily mean, or maybe you do mean them, right? But they feel like it comes from a wounded place, and underneath that all, I do believe that this person sees you as somebody very just squishy and lovely and feminine and just beautiful. Even if you're a man, there's nothing wrong with femininity. Tell me about that Ace of Wands reversed. It gave me two. Eight of Cups reversed and the Seven of Pentacles. Like, it's almost like, once again, I'm getting that, like, you blew them off or something of that nature, but then you would return and they knew that you would still be invested, even though maybe but they really do believe that you didn't need them. Like, you were good on your own, even though you were very wounded inside, supposedly. Okay. Because that is what to them made you so memorable. And I think that they found it kind of cute sometimes. Okay. It's interesting. So let's see the moment that they felt like they lost you, or when the regret kind of hit them. When did this person know or feel like they lost Gemini? Okay. Ooh. They may have been trying to. Ooh. So we have the night, all of it's in reverse. I'm not really surprised. I mean, Knight of Swords, Six of Cups, Justice, and the Page of Cups all reversed. Was this what they felt like Libra was doing? Yes. To a point, I feel. This person feels like you became triggered, and you may have said something impulsively or made an impulsive decision, or whatever, because you were hurting. But once again, the Six of Cups reverse, the Page of Cups reverse is like childhood stuff sometimes. And I think that they felt like maybe your childhood was kind of coming up, and maybe you were taking that out on them in some way, whether that's true or not. And you just weren't yourself. Like, there was something here where you just weren't yourself. Because they feel like it comes from a very, like, I don't know, is guttural the right word? A very deep place. Tell me about that Justice reversed. Like, it's almost as if they felt like you were taking a very King of Wands reverse. You made a decision, or you didn't make a decision that really affected their ego. Excuse my squeaky ass chair. I hope you didn't hear that. Tell me about that Six of Cups reversed. The Devil. They felt like you kept reliving memories between the two of you. And however you were feeling, if you felt victimized, or if you felt alone, or however you were feeling, is what made them feel like they had lost you. And I think that there was something here that you maybe disconnected from them, or you did something that really, like, hurt their feelings, like, for real, like, or, well, hurt their ego, I want to say. Like, you shattered the armor a little bit, Gemini. And this person feels like you absolutely refuse to let go of something from the past, and they were thinking like, okay, well, we are never going to move forward from this, because either Gemini won't stop doing something, or Gemini won't forgive me for what I've done, or won't let go of it. And this person also feels like you were being incredibly immature, you know? Once again, whether that's true or not, I think that they just feel like it comes from a wounded place. It's almost like this energy of you acting out when you need something, is how they felt. Like, I know that when okay, so when me and my ex used to go back and forth a lot, like we would take these like 2 month hiatuses, okay? And then I would come back and I'd be so frustrated with the lack of conversation that I would just start a fight. And it's just because I felt like I needed closure, or I felt, and so I was acting out from my wounds. I was acting out because I wanted love, and sometimes we can do that. And sometimes we'll start a fight about the dishwasher, but it's not about the dishwasher. It's about something that happened 2 months ago that we didn't deal with, or, whatever. And that's kind of where they felt like they lost you. So I want to see, what does this person secretly wish that they could say to Gemini? What does this person secretly wish they could say to Gemini? The Seven of Wands reverse and the Ace of Cups reverse. I'm feeling like I'm they would probably tell you that they're feeling defensive and intimidated. Like if they had the balls or if they had the guts to do it, they would tell you that they're feeling intimidated, and they would likely say that, fighting with you, or feeling defenseless or feeling defensive around you, or this intimidation, or feeling like they're backed up against a wall is draining to them. Okay, I don't want to take all those. Excuse me. The Five of Swords. They would say that this love sometimes feels like a losing battle, you know, yet they still would want to work on things. They would likely tell you that they met you somehow created a standard for them that they expect from new lovers or new relationships, or you set some level of standard, and I feel like they're very determined to be able to recreate that with somebody, but I feel like they have a hard time. I think that this person is still hanging on. I don't think that they want to lose you completely. But at the same time, I don't know if they're necessarily willing to be vulnerable in order to create that connection between the two of you. Why the Seven of Wands reversed? Why the Seven of Wands reversed? The Hermit. This person learned a lot. Like they would likely tell you that they learned a lot from you about themselves. They learned where their weaknesses are. They learned a lot about boundaries, crossing them, creating them. But I do think that there was something incredibly draining about this relationship. And I would dare I say, right, probably on both sides, but tell me about that Five of Swords, because this is just interesting to me. The Death card. I'm almost feeling like there was a constant like back and forth, especially because we saw that Eight of Cups reverse next to that Seven of Pentacles. And that Death card clarifying the Five of Swords. I feel like it was a lot of ego deaths, a lot of change, a lot of very uncomfortable changes between the two of you that felt like madness, that felt like war, that felt like a battle, that just felt like a deceptive. Things didn't really change between the two of you all the time. It just got, I don't know if you guys put a band-aid over it, or you guys knew how to manipulate each other better, or whatever it is. The Empress. I feel like that's you. I do feel like you set the standard, to be honest. I do feel like you either set the standard, or like had this person create a new standard for themselves for what they want in a relationship or what they want in a partner. Okay. Well, is this person going to take action towards Gemini within the next month? Is this person going to take any action? The Sun reversed. Okay. Tell me more. All right, I don't want all of those cards. Thank you. It's too many. The Ace of Swords. Oh my God. You're going to hear from them, Gemini. You're going to hear from them, but I don't think they're going to tell you everything. Yeah, look, world reverse, 10 of cups. They love you. I feel like they still want a relationship with you. They just don't want it to be as difficult. And I think that they may want something a little unconventional or non-traditional. And I don't know what that means. But the sun reversed, the ace of swords in the world reversed. There's definitely unfinished business, right? There's something that has not come to a completion. And I think that they're likely going to want clarity around that or talk about it. I just don't know how much of a light they're willing to shine on their own truth with that sun reversed. Now, this can just be that this person is lacking the optimism, but still may reach out anyway with that ace of swords. What are they trying to talk about with that ace of swords? The page of swords, something that they saw, something that they heard, or something that they witnessed online. And they might just be curious, want to know what's up, how you been. Should Gemini reconnect or move on with this person, from this person? The Eight of Wands. Interesting. They may be at a distance for some of you. The Two of Pentacles reversed. The Four of Wands reversed. I feel like if you want to open lines of communication and you want to talk, you can with that Eight of Wands. But I would be careful of like what you say and how you say it, okay? Because it might get to a point, like the conversation may get to a point, like if you push it too much or if you guys like get in too deep or something like that, it may end up creating a lot of chaos, or you may kind of lose your cool a little bit and you may end up like blocking this person or getting pissed off, and basically the conversation just can just kind of come crashing down. So it's like, yeah, you can talk to them, but I think there's something here about not letting it get out of control. Okay. So can I get just general advice for Libra, please? Excuse me, not Libra. Sorry, just did Libra for Gemini. Four of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. It's telling you to really think before you make these decisions, whatever decision, even if it has nothing to do with this person. There's something here that you're really needing to think about before you like go all in with it. And I feel like you're needing to trust your intuition, but not allow fears to make your decisions for you, or pent up animosity or pent up frustration make your decisions for you. I think it's really about kind of like learning, how to choose your battles to make a different decision in order to get kind of like a different result. Okay. So definitely an interesting reading, Gemini. Let me know if it resonated with you in the comments below, or at least just drop what your signs are, what your placements are. But thank you so much for letting me read for you. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I also hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can visit violettaalexis.com. Also, if you are into poetry or creative writing, I do run a poetry page here on YouTube. All the information can be found in the description box below. Thank you again, Gemini, and all the best to you and yours. Bye for now.